Hello, this is Paula Pascual and today I'm going to show you a project made with the Tonic Craft Kit number 5. So the first thing we are going to do is going to be using the largest stamp included in the kit. You are getting There Is No Place Like Home, which is the one I'm going to use. Then you are using this, then you have got special wishes, flourishes, as well as leaves to decorate your projects. For this one, I'm just going to use the very large one, which I think is a beautiful font and it's a perfect sentiment for so many different occasions. Now, you know I love my stamp platform, the Tonic Tim Holtz stamp platform. This extra large, 8.5 inches to stamp in there, and I already have got my stamp positioned and in the clear side. Now I'm gonna take my Nuvo hybrid ink. What the stamp platform allows me to do is stamp several times in the same place. So for instance, if I haven't pressed enough, I can go back in and I can just put more ink in the center and go again and again, you know, to press down. Now if you don't have a stamp platform, you can use your acrylic block. And the thing with I'm using the card that is included in the kit, which has got that pearlescent shimmer in. Now that one is a little bit harder to stamp on, just because it has got that glossing, well, not glossiness, but the coating, the pearlescent coating. So that's why the stamp platform is so good, because I can go in several times as well into it. Now I'm gonna leave it at some point just a little bit more of a rustic effect, but obviously it's up to you. If you wanted to see, I'm happy now, and I'm gonna put it, and then I'm gonna die cut it using the die from the, I believe that one was the second subscription kit, to create a perfect place, a perfect shape label. So now here's this one that I have done earlier, and you can see how it has die cut perfectly and it fades beautifully. That's why the subscription kits are so good. You can mix and match once you get them. And then I have gone ahead and with the glitter drops that are included, the white blizzards, I have done a little bit in here. You can see there that I just added that beautiful font that has got those gaps in there. I have just added them in there. Now also what I have done is die cut a couple of with bright white cards from Craft Perfect, so a couple of them using exactly the same die to add some rigidity, so that will stand up much more proud. Using the pink card that has got that pearlescent shimmer and the Craft Perfect, you know, that included also indicate the green one, I have gone ahead and I have die cut, I would say 3 times the flowers and twice the leaf to create enough flowers. And you can see it. You can see how many beautiful flowers. Now I know, as soon as I saw this kit, I said, this is going to be one of these sets of dies that I'm going to be using all the time. So to shape them, I'm using the embossing tool or floral shaping tool from Tonic Studios, included in the kit, in the subscription kit number 5. Now, if you can get a thicker embossing mat, that's better, but if you don't have that, you can use your mouse mat, which is what I have got here, just to show you that you can use it. It won't be as good results because it's not deep, it's not as deep, but it will be good enough. So I'll start with the larger one, especially for this one, which I use them for the centers of the flowers. So gently just push them from the outside inward, and then just concentrate in the inside. And then you can go with the smaller one if you want to add a little bit more of the detail. You can go as well with the petals like that to create more of a, you know, slightly less homogeneous effect. Now for this flower, for instance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it from the back. Again, I'm starting with a larger bold end, and then just going to shape them, pressing them down from the center outwards. Now there is a way as well to shape some of them, and then you turn it over, and I'm going to show you what I mean by the other shape. Now if you wanted to, for instance, for these ones, you can shape them like so, holding them with a finger like that, but that can create a crease in there. That's why it's better to just go in with a ball tool like so. And because it is a large one, you really get a really lovely detail without having any marks of the embossingness, the emboss tool, sorry, embossingness, I don't know what that is. And then turn it over again, and then you can go with the smaller one and then just press down, and that creates a much lovely, so you know, from flat to elaborate in a few seconds. And with the smaller one flower, you can go with a smaller tool, but also you can go with the larger one, and it's quicker and it's a bit more effective one as well. So just press down, press down, press down, and then turn it over and press in the center, and that just adds that sort of dimension that just makes it so much nicer. So then you can just put that one in the center in there, and then you can use the smaller one in there. Now I like it the same sort of color. Now for the leaves as well, I already have done that one. That one for the leaves, sometimes I use my fingers as well, but of course you can just use the embossing tool, because that will give you a really lovely effect. So now we are going to assemble it all together. And so what we are going to do is, well, I have done already, is using the embellishment mousse in pure platinum. I have covered or painted this cloth bag. So then I have taken my message or my sentiment or my lovely there is no place like home, and then I'm going to put the flowers in there. Now what I do is I take my Nuvo Deluxe glue. I always put a little bit, then remove any excess in the back of my hand, just place it like that, the largest one, and then just put a little bit in there, take another one, so I cut two of the sizes, and this one also would make lovely poinsettias as well. So I just love flowers. I could use flowers all day long. That's the, you know, my all-time. I think that it doesn't matter how many flowers dies you have got, there is always something nice about having more flowers and dies and they coordinate. So I have glued the flowers in here, and I'm gonna take the two identical leaves, two die cut that I have die cut, which is in the green paper, and then just gonna add them here, and then the other one as well. And there, just that way will work quite well. They are not quite symmetrical, but it kind of works. They kind of work that way, so they kind of sort of have that sort of almost symmetrical, but not quite. And then I have used the larger one, shaped it. Each flower has got the larger one and the smaller one, and then I have used the like a stems, I would say, or not stamen. I'm just gonna put it in here to also not show the metal bit of the cloth bag. And then I'm gonna use these leafy. Now I know these dies, I'm gonna use them all the time because they're so beautiful. Just gonna put that there, and then I'm gonna use the smaller one flower, and I'm gonna take that one that is not so shaped. When you shape them and you see one of them is a slightly more flattered, use the more flatter one for the bottom, and then just use the more shapy one on the top, and then I can use that one as well in the center. And I was gonna put a lot more flowers, but I think like this, I kind of just think it's enough. Just gonna take that one maybe there to just put it in there to create like a coming down. So many beautiful shapes in this set. And there. And that one will have to go a little bit like this, so stands out. And finally what I'm going to do is add a little bit of the white wood lizard glue, crystal drops, and just a little bit of touch in the centers of the flowers. Now because they are flowers, you do not need to be perfect. So in this case, I'm just gonna go in like so. I just don't necessarily want the full dome, whether I wanted the full dome here and here. Here I just wanted to be a little bit of a sparkle in there. And now that is my finished project. Hope you like it and see you next month.